Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Virgo for December 2020. My friends, keep in mind it's a general message. Take what resonates for you. I apologize that it's so late in the month. I feel like Spirit's going to deliver whatever message is meant to come through at this time, so don't necessarily take it as it's for December because it's almost over. It's just what is the message that Spirit wants to bring you right now. So time is fluid, because when I was shuffling the Steampunk Tarot, I heard 2008. I kept wanting to say that. So for some of you, there may be a situation from 2008 that this is touching on, or something that you're working through from 2008. For others of you, that won't apply at all. So just keep an open mind, my friends. So before I get into this reading, I just want to thank you first off for being here, for stopping by. Please watch through to the end, see if it resonates, and if it does, please feel free and subscribe, because for all my subscribers, you guys mean the world to me. Honestly, I mean this. I'm very, very happy to have you guys along this journey. And if you're watching now, please jump on it with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. It would be awesome to have you along this ride. So I want to bring you some messages I got when I was shuffling with me and Spirit. Was shuffling also because I was shuffling this new deck I got for Christmas, my hubby gave me, and it is called the Self-Care Oracle. Came out in 2020, but like so much things from 2020 we didn't see. And the card that flew out was called Change, Miracle. And one of the words that when you open up to this, it says, you are everything. There they go. On here, it says, the truth is, you are everything. And that's so important, because the truth really is you are everything. You are the whole meaning for your own existence in this world. You came down to this earth with a mission that only you could carry out, and something that only you can do. So whatever it is within this that resonates, take what is for you, disregard what is not for you, and go about your day, okay? So I'm going to read what this is. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron to join us to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible to deliver messages that are only for the highest good of any of you who are watching, and to also bring through the most far-reaching of messages. So, guys, if you are calling Spirit, like if you are asking Spirit or trying to channel Spirit, ask that they are here for your highest good. Give yourself a little bit of protection. This is a silver sheen obsidian my son got for Christmas, and he wanted me to share it with you guys today, and it is very, very protective stone. So I am going to bring it here. I feel like this is the kind of overall message today I've been getting is protected. You are very, very protected. And to remember that in this world, the truth is you really are everything. Change is coming, but it's, you know, it is a place where, like it says, miracles and change of perception. Practice 3 positions. And what it said in here is that, so when we're coming to any situation, let's practice 3. Let's see it from 3 points of view. My truth, your truth, and the movie. And what talks about movie is what actually happened. If we could play back this play from somebody being an onlooker or watching over top of it. So this is really important. I just wanted to remind you guys, the truth is you are everything. And you are protected to be that way as well. So I'm going to bring in this beautiful deck and see what other messages Spirit has for you guys today. For Virgo, please, December 2020. Spirit, what messages? My team of light. Join me, please. Thank you. What message would you have for Virgo? They're telling me, like, that's it. Like, change is coming, and to remember that you're everything in this, that you were put on this earth for a reason, right? Again, to only be whatever mission that you can put through on this world, but that you're part of the change. So know that you are everything in this world, and the work that you are doing in yourself, it is for the better. It is for the greater good. And some of this stuff we go through, some of the shadow work, some of the hard times, some of the struggles that we go through, it's so that we can lift other people up and inspire other people to say, you know what, I know where you've been. I've been there myself, and this is what I did, and to kind of be that helping and guiding hand for someone. So sometimes miracles, like they said, is just a change of perception, a change of thought, but this also could be one very nice, kind stranger lending a hand to another person when you need it. So reaching out, if you need to, reach out, because there may be that one person that's going to help you actually Okay, if there is something that you need, reach out. If you are in a position that you can reach out, do this. Okay, I know we're in kind of a tricky situation with COVID. Wow, there was a lot, but only one that flipped out. For some of you, this may be even virtually touching base. You know, like the people in your soul tribe. If there's some people that you know are having a particularly difficult time. For some of you, I feel like this is like if you blog, if you do YouTube, you know, if you're like very active on social media, using the platform and the presence that you have for the better to kind of help and, like I heard, mentor people. The gift of knowing, the third eye chakra. And it says on this card, wake up to yourself. We have merging, emerging, and more merging, emerging. Answer the call. And something else I can't see. The gift of knowing, when this talks about merging as well. Number 23 is a 5, which is also about change. Merging is taking those inner knowings or these thoughts that we have and being able to find a way to put this into a 3D reality that is very much in tune with the truth that we already have. Answering this call is also saying, you know what, are you going to wake up? Are you going to step into this being that you are? Are you going to step into your all-powerfulness? Are you going to accept that you are everything? I'm going to grab a message from the book. So let me find the card. I am going to read it because this is my pretty well first run through. I looked at a few of my own cards just to kind of get a feel for it. But I like to come on here and just kind of go over it with you guys too. So number 23, the gift of knowing. Know your next right action. And for any of you Frozen 2 fans, I heard is like the next right thing. Know the next right thing. Know what is the next thing for you to do. So some of this could be planning to put into action, to knowing what your goals are, what changes do you want to see, and how are you going to make those manifest. So, where there is love, there is no question about what you should do next. The essence of your unique true self is love. You should never feel the desire to split your personality so that you fit into someone else's idea of who you should be. Now is the time for you to focus on becoming completely integrated, all your talents emerged into one expression of self-realization. Self-knowing enables you to continuously give to others through alignment to your unique rhythmic intelligence. Believing that it is appropriate to please others is a conditioned response with beginnings in childhood trauma. Attempting to please others is very difficult and doesn't serve anyone, least of all you. Drop any notion that this behavior might take you on a magic carpet ride away from conflict. It takes you towards inner and therefore also outer conflict. Knowing is not a quest to read people's minds or seek to know what others are up to, activities that needn't concern you. To know is to be mentally futuristic, to be able to weather the trials of life, read the situations you face, and act in a way that is self-protective, empowered, and kind. As your perspective starts to widen, victimhood disappears, and an interest in imaginative solutions appears. Suggested practice on this is write the answers to these questions just for fun and get to know yourself. What do I create? How does what I create benefit others? How can I describe my specialty? How do I plan for my successes? How do I feel about money? Do I have any aversions to wealth? If I've earned $1 million, how would I spend it? Probably a lot differently than when I was a child, like younger. I probably would have said clothes and shoes and perfume. The wants are a little bit different now, right? How would you spend $1 million? So, guys, know that things are coming into more of a general idea of, I think, knowing. And this is for you really to kind of know is how can I create change? Well, I'm going to kind of have these ideas and create this vision. And that's a really good idea to answer some of those questions to kind of give you a way forward. So let's see. I'm going to ask the Steampunk Tarot now, Spirit, for the sign of Virgo for December 2020. You got the Ten of Swords. We are laying something to rest, a heavy burden, something that's been tiresome. This could have been a falling out is what I'm hearing, but something's being ending. So this could be mental anguish. The bottom is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Seven of Wands under it. In the reverse as well, what tells me that is that I shuffled my deck weird, but also that there may be, whatever this is ending has done something to rock stability. And I feel like with this being in the reverse as well, it's more at a point of we're letting go of the frustrations and the hostilities and the feelings of competition and therefore resentment that goes within this, and we're saying, you know what, it's done. There's no more that focusing on this situation is going to do. We just need to accept that it is done and move on, because acceptance is really the key, right? Accepting that whatever happens, it has happened. We can't change the past. We can look at the lesson that was learned, how we can implement this understanding in the future. For some of you, whatever this is, it's going to take a long time for you to really understand. For some of you as well, I feel like it could have had to do, there could have been like an ending in terms of like financial security. There could be also blocks, because this one card asked you with this gift of knowing, is there anything blocking, or how do you feel about wealth and prosperity? And this could be a mental idea that needs to really go down, and say, no, at this point I may have thought that it's outside of me, not within my grasp, but I need to put that ideology and thoughts out, because I'm actually creating that reality by saying that's not for me. Well, of course I can't manifest prosperity and wealth abundance in monetary value if I am blocking that at the start. Okay, so that actually, I'm going to put this back, but that could be something that, you know, it's going to be a mental space, a mental hurdle that we've had to work through to say, you know what, you are worthy of having money. That money doesn't necessarily mean the root of all evil. It's how we spend it. You know, are we going to be drawn into, you know, the lurings of commercialism? Are we going to use this to benefit others in society? Are we going to be able to put foods on our table, pay our bills, feed our children, feed our bellies, and have a little bit left over that we don't feel like we're going to, you know, drown in bills, okay? However it is for you, right? Whatever we're working towards, this just means let's like try and stop the things that might have been blocking us in the future or the past. If we want to focus on a future, we have to do some things now that are going to get us there. Some of us, if financial has struck a bell, because Bear's like, yo, this is budgeting and sticking to it, right? Also having to see like, well, what are the things that stop you from your budget? What is it that you spend outside of, you know, regular necessities? And is there anything that you can kind of cut down and shave down there? So the card that fell out in the reverse was the Six of Pentacles, because this could also be, again, about abundance and it not being here, right? So some of us may have come from this lack mentality or idea of lack, that because abundance isn't here, because we don't have a lot of money, because we never have a lot of money, this is always going to be how it is. And that idea really needs to change, because again, like I said, we can't manifest abundance if we don't believe it's actually going to happen. It's like if you go applying for a job and you say, well, I'm not going to get it, and you put it in, well, of course you didn't get it, and then you've created this self-fulfilling prophecy that makes you think that you're not going to get jobs because all the jobs you apply for don't call you back. Well, you know what? Change your attitude about it. And it's not saying that it's absolutely going to happen where all of those places call you back, but if we have a more positive attitude about it, we're first off keeping ourselves at a little bit of higher vibration, and then we're more likely to attract the things that really are meant for us. So Spirit, how can we move past this block to financial abundance? Thank you. The King of Cups. For some of you, this could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I also am hearing that 2008, so there could be somebody that you are tied to financially that is, there could be like, I heard like mortgages, there could be debt with this person. If this is not to do with another person, this could be getting in touch with what your heart wants so that you can move forward with it, because this quote came up in the reading, I did Scorpio reading, that the heart is more powerful than 108 suns. We want to increase our financial prosperity. Let's start going towards our goals with our heart, using our heart's fire to get us there. Until things are right in your world, in your heart, right? It doesn't matter how much money we get, we'll never have enough. If it needs to be that we feel prosperous and we feel abundant in this physical world, regardless of our monetary stature, is that the word? Or, how much money we have, how much extra money we have left over. I feel like this is a being grateful for what we have. Are you able to pay your bills? Do you have food? Do you have the basic necessities? Everything else on top of that is gravy. This is saying, we need to come from a real heart-centered place. So tell me more about this heart-centered place, Spirit. Okay. The Queen of Swords is in the reverse. We got the Ten of Cups. And you have the King of Swords. So two counterparts. Could be air sign that you have here. Leo. Wow. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got more cups here. But this is technically the third 10. Because we have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be like, if there's been family breakdown too, a lot of changes that are happening. And the way I see this, it's almost like the Queen of Swords looking over at the King of Cups with this guy over here. And almost like his hands pointed out, I don't know if you can see it, put it like this, and her hands reaching for something. There could be indecision on how to go about getting your happiness. I definitely feeling again there could have been like a break in a marriage or something like that. This could be that it's okay to move on. It's okay that, yes, even though a particular chapter in our life has ended, it doesn't mean that you don't get to live again, right? Follow that zest for life, that what gives you a zing, right? What makes you feel alive, what makes you feel special. Follow your heart's fire. Because I feel like if you can see the 10 chalices up here, they almost remind me of bells, like wedding bells are ringing. Because it's like this kind of love, this kind of happiness is radiating, they're emanating. And then when you're this happy, it almost just wants to send all these vibrations off to tell the whole world with all of these bells how happy you are. And you too, my friend, can be this happy. Well, you are everything. So make the changes in your world that are going to reflect that are going to make you feel like miracles are here for you, and that change is upon us. This 10 right here says too, this guy's down and a new day is dawning. Change is afoot. So there could be, I heard like reconciliations, even though there's nothing here that says that to me, but it could just be, really needing, if you are working on a financial thing here, really needing to work on that, and getting things right in your heart space. How much more time here? The bottom is the 8 of Swords. So there's been cycles, right? This could be even like past stuff. You could have a choice between two people, regardless of gender. You could, again, this would Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I don't really see it as the same thing. This is even asking you to incorporate, how you feel and how you think, and to realize, like, you don't have to be either or. You don't have to be logical but not connected to your heart. You can still be connected to your heart and move forward accordingly, because like I said, like, that's what the plan is in this life for you, is for you to experience joy, for you to experience the happiness that life has to offer. So I'm going to bring a message from the acceptance was on the bottom. This is the Mermaid Oracle, and I'm just going to bring one last message moving forward. And I saw acceptance. We now have letting go. So this is letting go of things from the past. For some of you, like I was picking up on, if there's been a dissolution of like a long time partnership or loss of a job, even here where financial instability has happened, it may be really difficult to let go of a person or a situation when we may still be paying debts from a past situation. So this could be working forward to how can I, alleviate this so it's no longer feeling like it's chaining me in this actual existence. And they talk about moving forward. That Eight of Swords was the bottom. The next one is the Three of Wands. And this is about foresight, knowing your ships will come in. But it takes a little bit of patience. So letting go of our preconceived notions of what we thought life needs to look like. Embracing what our heart is telling us. And finding ways with this to remove our blocks to new financial stability by first off coming with a concrete plan on how can I move forward, what can I afford to pay, consolidating if we need to. You know, I heard the words prenup for some of you if you're getting married and that's a concern for you, you know, talk about it. But I feel like if there's issues as well from like a past relationship or some sort of trauma that you've endured, know that you're not in this anymore, but it is something that you may need to discuss with like previous partners, just to say, you know, sometimes I may get triggered. So you know. But this letting go as well, letting go of this idea that you're not connected to source, because the gift of knowing that came out here as well, letting go of the idea that you are not here to create profound change in the world as well. And I would say something that would really help is calling in abundance, saying I release all blocks to financial abundance through this and any lifetime, through my own free will, so be it. I am open to receiving financial abundance. I am grateful for the abundance that I have now. I am looking forward to my financial future. Things like this, and you could look up more. Okay, that's what I've got for you guys. I hope you have a really awesome month. I hope that the new year coming up is great for you, and I will talk to you soon, my friends. Bye now.